Alright, hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We're doing a different video for today. I'm gonna be ranking all the Danganronpa 1 characters. Now, before we start the video, I want to give like two quick important mentions. One, I have finished the game obviously, but I have not done school mode. I just kind of want to give my raw, honest thoughts about each character. So it's gonna be slightly biased because there's some characters who I didn't really spend a lot of time with on free mode, and some characters who I spent like all my time hanging out with them until some of them die, of course. And two, I actually came in with like no idea about the game, even the Junko, because I didn't know about that one. So I can't spend like half of the game just crying over Junko. I thought she was kind of like, you know, the Oshinoko anime where like she appears for like only about an hour or so, but because her design was so pretty, people liked her. I thought that was it, low-key. But yeah, I just want to give those two quick heads up. I do plan on also putting out videos of the characters for 2 and 3 when I finish that. I should probably already be playing 2 by the time this video comes out. But yeah, I just want to give those quick mentions before we start. But enjoy the video! Alright, here we are. Now, with all the characters, I was gonna name each tier kind of funny thing, but I thought that was a bit too much now. So we're gonna keep from obviously S to D. So we're gonna start with Chihiro. Now, with Chihiro, I actually really liked him. I kind of felt bad though, because we didn't spend a lot of time together. I won't lie, the beginning half of the game, I was just hanging out with Celeste. I won't lie to you. It was Celeste and Hina I hung out with a lot. And I felt really bad because I think the day before the murder happened with Chihiro, I was going to hang out with him. But I think I hung out with somebody else and I forgot I only had a certain amount of turns. I thought I had like one more when I didn't. And then I was like, oh, I'll hang out tomorrow with Chihiro, and then the body was found. So that was something. But no, I like Chihiro. I think having the strength to want to better yourself and get stronger is so admirable, especially in this kind of situation, because I feel like I would have just kind of degressed or have like a digression of myself personally. But the fact that Chihiro wanted to like get better is really admirable, and I think that's why the death is so sad, because Mondo, it wasn't like a murder of intention. It was more of just like in the moment. He kind of went like blank and red almost. So I feel a bit bad because I didn't hang out with Chihiro a lot compared to the other characters, so I don't really know where to rank. He's gonna be a little bit lower, but when I did spend time with him, I really enjoyed his character, and I feel like once I do school mode, I'll probably rank him higher. But for now, I'm gonna put him at a B. I didn't spend a lot of time with him. This is kind of where the bias kind of comes in. I was like wondering, should I do this after I do school mode? But I thought I'd just give my raw opinion on each character, you know. Now for Taka, I'll be honest, I didn't like him. I don't know what to tell you. There's something about him I just didn't like. And then because he kept like whining in my ear about, hey, you gotta get a dining hall early. I'm like, no, everyone's dying. I don't want to go to dining hall 8 o'clock straight. I will say, I did feel really bad when, well, not bad for Mondo. I didn't really like Mondo, spoiler alert. But I felt bad about how Taka reacted when Mondo died. And I think he was kind of getting better, sort of. I think he was coping. I think that's better. He was coping better, a little bit better. He was kind of recovering a little bit. I mean, also he did technically have magical girl transformation. You know, his hair turned white, his eyes started glowing, so I have to support him, you know? That's kind of like my twin there. And the way he died was very tragic, I will say as well. I mean, everyone kind of died tragically, but he was just kind of a third party in that whole plan with Celeste and Hifumi. Like, he really wasn't doing anything with that scheming or anything. He just kind of got involved. So I'm gonna, again, I don't think I talked to him at all in the free time. I think not at all. So I feel bad putting it a bit low. I'm gonna put him at C, but he's like a high ranking C because when I feel bad the way he died, and 2, I think the manga thing just kind of broke him in half. Now for Saika. This is where kind of bias comes in, because even though Saika dies first, I really liked her. I don't know. I admit it's a design. I think she's really cute and adorable. And even though she did betray me, I kind of understand. Even though her and Makoto were kind of friends in middle school, obviously she's gonna put her bandmates first. And she was kind of smart with her strategy of betraying us, because I mean, Makoto himself said he would have just gone along with it. So I did like Saika. The twist did kind of shock me a little bit. But no, yeah, I was kind of shocked when she died. I kind of thought she was going to be sort of like the, not really love interest, but kind of close friend that you stay with through the entire game. So her death did shock me. Did she betray me? Yes, but she's cute. Okay, it's fine. I'm gonna put her at A. I feel like I too can get why she betrayed us though, because she's basically has spent her entire life trying to be an idol. She's sacrificed like so many things, and for all to crumble down, and like I said again, like those her bandmates, that's her like her family. Like that's why Monokuma showed her friend in that tape, because to her that's her family slash like friends. So she was kind of put like in a human trolley sort of situation. I feel like it's like sacrifice, maybe it's like a little bit more, but it was kind of that trolley sort of situation. But she had to pick like 5 close friends over like 1 semi-close friend, I guess you could say. Now for Sakura. Now this one did hurt me. I admit this one did hurt me. Sakura is interesting because she's kind of like a gentle giant. Because to be honest here, she's the strongest character in the entire game. Like she really could have killed all of us in the killing room, and like no one could do a single thing about it. But she was so sweet and kind. And to be honest, the twist did shock me of her being Monokuma's spy. I don't know if there were hints throughout the game that she was one, but you know, like she was just so trusting. It didn't really even cross my mind. And even when the betrayal didn't happen, I was kind of okay with it, not gonna lie, just because she didn't really hurt anybody. She didn't really hurt anybody through the entire thing. I think if she had killed somebody, I would have been a little bit upset, but there was no really blood in her hands. And I feel like for all of the characters, she had the most peaceful-ish way to go. I mean, I don't think any other character really does with a smile on their face. I mean, Junko kind of did, but in a normal sense. And she did sacrifice herself for the entire team. So in my eyes, I think she made up for it. And fair, she got blackmailed. It wasn't like she was being evil and she wanted us to suffer. She was blackmailed into it. I wish I talked to her a bit more, because when I was talking to her in free time, I was like now getting into the part about her father and her grandfather, and then the whole twist happened and she died. So I wish I could have talked to her a bit more and sort of know about that a bit more often. So we're gonna put her at A tier. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we're putting her S. Now, I lied. We're putting her at S. I lied. She's the goat. She's goated. Now, Hina. Now, I love Hina. I love Hina to death. I really do. I love her to death. I admit, there were times in the trial where she was kind of a little bit of airhead, but I appreciate her. But I admire her wearing her hearts on her sleeve. And her relationship with Sakura was really emotional. And I admit, the whole Sakura trial was really good. I think for me, I kind of had like a neutral leaning on good opinion of Hina, but I think during the Sakura trial, that kind of changed my mindset of her. Because she really thought we were the killers. What I mean by that is like, Hina really thought we all killed Sakura. Like, not physically, but we mentally pushed her. So Hina wasn't like, she really thought that we were responsible, so we all should die for it. She was honestly really smart during that entire trial. It didn't really cross my mind of what happened. Well, I mean, as we were playing along, I understood. So she's actually a lot more smarter than I feel like people give her credit for. So I will say the Sakura trial really kind of did her in my list, and she's cute, so you know, that too. I mean, during our free time together, it's pretty simple fun, you know. We just kind of hung out, we talked, she went to go eat donuts. You know, a simple gal, and I appreciate that sometimes, you know. So I'm gonna put her actually I'm gonna put her S. I'm gonna put her S. I lie, I'm putting her at S. Now Celeste. Now I admit, through my bias takes fully over. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, I think Celeste has the prettiest outfit / design in the entire game. For one, I've now played 2 or 3 yet, obviously. Right now, currently, I would say, at least definitely for 1, she's my favorite character. She's my favorite design. Now, for the character, I feel like it's hard to like talk about it because she's just lying to you half the time. Like when I was hanging out with her, she kept saying, "Oh well, I'm Celeste Lunenburg," and like even Makoto knew it was a lie. So we don't really know the real Celeste. Maybe like playing female will give me that a bit more, but right now I don't know her at all. I want to know her backstory. Like I want to know, like, was she living in a poor family and that's why she's become a gambler? She had to gamble to stay alive, or she's just a completely like regular middle class family. She's like doing all of this. I will say, like, low-key, she did really good in her trial. I think had Hifumi not have survived an extra, like, 5 more seconds, she probably would have won the whole thing. Like, I was on board that was Yoshihiro. And because I didn't like Yoshihiro too, so maybe that's why. But I was fully on board with Celeste. Also, I was kind of in denial when she turned to be the villain. Sorry, the killer. I was low-key just hoping it was gonna swap last second. I was like, her death was the most interesting. I was confused by it at first, but then I understood that, well, most of us come way to die. Car accident. Celeste didn't want to be common. So I then understood her execution a lot more better now. But I love Celeste. I'm sad she's dead. I wish I could have known a bit more about the real Celeste, but I like the illusion she gave. And that's why I was kind of wondering about her childhood, because like she was lying to herself. Like she was lying like to her own consciousness, she was lying to herself. Like she was fully in that roleplay fantasy of hers. So I wonder how bad her past life must have been for her to like just fully abandon it like that. So I'm gonna put Celeste at S tier. Now for Mukuro. I don't know where I'm gonna put her, I won't lie to you. We know I talked to Mukuro. Well, Junko. Well, now we know it's Mukuro back then. We talked to Mukuro for like, what, 5 minutes or so? And then she died. And the time we talked to her, she was just being, she's probably Junko. I mean, I would like to know her a bit more, but I have nothing to go off right now. I mean, the Ultimate Soldier thing is really cool. That's really cool. I will admit, I love to see her in action, but can't really do that anymore. I don't know. I have to be honest here. Don't know where to put her, because we just don't know. I don't know anything about her. I'm thinking, I feel like D is like too harsh. But I just don't know the girl. I mean, being betrayed by your own sister. I would have loved to know what happened in the Fenrir group, because I know they said there was like a civil war within it. I'm assuming she was behind it, most likely. So I think if I knew more about at least her Fenrir time, I would put her a bit higher. I'm gonna put her as C for now. Again, not because I dislike her, just because I don't know anything about the girl. Like nothing about her whatsoever. Now, Jill. Now I admit, this is where I get a tad bit biased. I love Jill. She's more snappier than I thought. I kind of thought she was gonna be like a total, like, well, she is kind of like walking mat. Well, only like to certain characters, not to her quote-unquote master. I think after Celeste died, I think Toko and Hina were like my top 2 that I hung out with. Because Kyoko went like missing half the time. She was like in her own world. So it was mostly Toko and Celeste. And I feel really bad because I remember one time we talked together, Toko mentioned how she was like talking to this boy. She gave him a letter and he just was laughing at her, like he went out with her when he went on a date with her on a dare. So I wonder how long the Jill thing persona has been with Toko for. But when I saw Toko and Jill, I kind of thought it was gonna be a Jekyll and Hyde sort of thing, where one is like completely normal, like mature and nice, and the other is crazy. Both are crazy, Toko and Jill, but just because Jill kills people, you know, obviously she's more crazier. But I like Toko. Is she a bit freaky? Yes. Her talking to Hina, it's something, those conversations. But I like Toko. I know she's an Ultra Despair girl. I'm not sure if I'm gonna play that game or not, to be honest with you. It depends how much I want more Toko and Jill content, but we'll see. Now, the bane of my existence. The reason I'm sorry, everyone needs to look away. I don't know if people like Kafumi, but if you do, I need you to look away right now. I despise Kafumi. From the bone to my last breath, I will despise this man. I'm sorry, I just can't everything about him just makes me so mad. I think it's because during the Sayaka investigation, we were in the trash room together, right? This man, deadass, turns to Makoto and's like, hey, you look really upset. You should read some smut on AO3. It's like, oh my god. This is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will... Someone's dead, by the way. Someone's dead. Someone got stabbed to death and he's making a Dragon Ball reference. I just want to point that out really quickly. Someone's dead. My friend is found dead in my room. Half of the class thinks I'm the murderer. I am going to die. And you're telling me to read AO3 smut. I just couldn't stand it. I just really couldn't. And the fact that he didn't take a bath, the fact that he didn't shower the entire game until his death, I just know that dorm rooms smell like absolute garbage. I just know the Monokuma, the robot, it broke in there. Like, it couldn't handle the smell. It just broke. Somehow it just broke. But you know, I hate Hifumi. I was so glad when he died. Maybe because there was somebody in my chat for some reason just loved Hifumi and they just kept cheering him on, so it just made it worse. But I was glad when Hifumi died. I just didn't like the guy. I mean, I will say I find his ultimate very interesting because it's pretty niche. It's pretty niche. I mean, I don't know how... I've been told that the ultimates can be very niche, some of them. But yeah, I don't know how you find the ultimate fanfic creator. I don't know how you find that, but it was like, his ultimate is like very... It stands out a lot against the other people. Main point, I didn't like Hifumi. I'm glad he died. Should put another... Actually, you know what? I'm putting another tier list. It's called Hifumi. That, yeah, he belongs there. Because I don't want to give Taka and Mukuro the disfaction of putting them next to Hifumi. It's gonna smell up that entire C slot. I don't want that for those two. They're probably gonna die from that. We're gonna put him at the bottom tier. Now, for Yashihiro. This is a personal beef that I have. I didn't like Yashihiro. Okay, I admit, he's just so stupid. Like, I had a theory. I think when it came to Endgame, I thought Yashihiro was the mastermind. Because I thought there's no way someone could be this stupid. There was no way possible that someone could be this dumb. He's gotta be acting. And we got to the end. The masterminds were Mukuro and Junko. So I'm like, wait, Yashihiro is just that dumb? I just couldn't believe it. The fact that during the first Mukuro trial, he said, oh, the Mukuro body is a Kyoko, and the Kyoko in front of us is a ghost. And I had to waste like 5 minutes trying to debate this. Made me so mad. I'm honestly shocked he survived. I'm surprised he outlived Celeste and Chihiro. The fact that he outlived Chihiro is crazy. It's honestly crazy. Oh my god, wait, I forgot. Oh, wait, the Chojutsu doesn't have alter ego. Okay, I will say, actually, never mind. I mean, should I include alter ego with Chihiro? I mean, it's basically the same thing, same personality. But I'm sorry, no, actually, no, like, we gotta put Chihiro next here because Chihiro made alter ego and alter ego saved me. So never mind, I'm sorry, Chihiro, I'm so sorry. You don't deserve to be in B. I forgot, you know. You actually saved my life. I owe you my life, actually. I take it back. I apologize. What am I thinking? Oh my god. I'm so sorry. But for Yashihiro, I'm honestly shocked he lived. Maybe he does have clairvoyancy. How did he survive the entire game, like, while being that dumb? I don't know. It's like, he's like a cockroach. Like, he just somehow lives. Like, there's gonna be a nuclear bomb and he just like, let's just walk out of there with like not a single bruise on him. I'm putting him at C because whenever I saw him, like, how is he still alive? How is he still living? You know what? I'm gonna put him at B just because I just, the sheer audacity just keeps surviving no matter what. Unintentionally, because he's not really making, like, you know, smart steps to stay alive. I'm gonna move back to C. I'm gonna put him at B for now because I just, you know, I'm shocked. Okay, now for Leon. Now I admit, this is gonna be a little bit biased because I don't know Leon. This is kind of where the whole, like, playing school mode kind of comes in because if you play the original game, you don't really know Leon. Like, the entire first, like, half of the game, like, not half, but like, the first, like, hour or so, you spend a lot of time with Saika because the game wants you to be shocked when she dies. So because of that, I didn't really know Leon. Like, from my perspective, all Leon did was talk to him once, he killed Saika, he pleaded in the trial, and then he died. That's all Leon was for me. So because I don't know the guy, and he killed somebody who I liked, I gotta put him at C tier. I don't know. I'm sorry, Leon. I have like nothing else to talk about with you, I fear. I will say, he was kind of put in a slightly awkward spot because Saika did set him up, but he kind of loses that self-defense because Saika then hid in the bathroom. He could have ran away. So I felt bad for him a little bit, but once he, you know, opens that door and then kills her, he kind of loses that. I think if they were like fighting in the room together and he then accidentally killed her, then I felt more bad because that he had to protect himself. But, you know, Saika, when hiding, he could have just ran off at that point. Now for Jill. I think you guys already know where Jill's gonna go, but Jill's kind of the go. I know, I love Jill. Now, is she crazy? Yes. Was the tongue freaking me out every single moment of when she talked? Yes. But I loved her. She was so extra. Her introduction was amazing, honestly. That was like the best thing I ever seen. I think, oh, it's more like top 2. I will admit the Junko one. That one is kind of hard to beat, to be honest with you. That's too good. But I love Jill. The way she was talking with her master, the way she talked with everybody else, the Hina interactions. Poor Hina must have PTSD dealing with both Toko Toko and Jill at the same time, well, different times. But no, I like Jill. I do like how Toko and Jill have separate memories. I will say it must look so crazy from Toko's POV, because like you're in the trial room discussing the mastermind. You blink and then you're over by the gate, by the door, and like, oh well, sorry Toko, we found out who the mastermind is. It's over. Like, huh? So I felt kind of bad, like she kind of missed the entire important parts of the game. But I actually like Jill. This is kind of what I was saying, which is why I kind of want to play Ultra Despair Girls, because like I want to see more Jill and Toko. The only thing, I'm not sure if I had talked to to Toko more, but I only really talked to Toko. I didn't really talk to Jill in the free mode. I'm not sure if Jill does show up sometimes when you talk to her in the free mode, but whenever the free mode happened and I talked to Toko, it was just Toko. There was no Jill. So yeah, but just Jill is just so crazy that I love her and I appreciate it. Now Junko. Now I admit, this is the one that shocked me, because again, like I said, I thought Junko was kind of like in the Oshinoko sort of thing where, you know, she's so pretty, even though she died early, people just like her because of her design, you know? So the twist honestly shocked me. I think I'll put a clip here, but I was like gasping when I found out what happened. Aim! Oh! Junko! Oh! Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god. Junko! Junko? What the hell just happened?
This wasn't supposed to.
Junko?
Why me?
Right shot wide. Wait, was Junko dead too? Oh my god!
No way!
Junko's dead. I won't lie to you, I felt high. When she kept going through her different personas, I felt like I was on drugs. Like, what? What's going on? Wait, what? What? Like, I felt like I was, like, on drugs. She's a lot... She didn't... I think... She's definitely not the dumb model that she kind of gave the appearance of. Well, I guess Mukuro kind of gave the idea of the fashionista thing. I think that's what kind of shocked me. I will say, I'm surprised they killed her. Because now I see how popular she is. I'm surprised they actually killed her. I don't know if there's gonna be a twist or not, but from my POV, it seems like she's like full on dead. I guess Junko kind of wants to be dead for the whole despair thing, so I don't think she's coming back. So I am kind of shocked they made that choice to actually kill her off. Now, I would have liked to know more about Junko's backstory, because she said from day one I felt despair. Like she felt like I wasn't a human. I would like to know more about that. It's kind of also... Well, I guess in school mode, you're only talking to Mukuro, like not really talking to Junko. I'm not too sure about that one. I need to figure it out when I play school mode. But I would like to know more about her childhood, to see how that kind of came along. I will say betraying your sister and then calling her rancid during the trial is kind of crazy. I would love to see Junko and Mukuro interact more. I don't think the real Junko's in school mode. I think the Junko that I'm going to talk to in school mode is Mukuro in disguise. So, yeah. Still S tier, S tier, obviously, you know. Where else will she go? Except S tier, of course. Now, Kyoko. Because I didn't know the twist, I was guessing in chat what her ultimate was. My guess, because I was under the opinion, well, it's kind of a fact, that some ultimates can be like ultra specific. So I thought, oh, she's the ultimate forensic. Because from my POV, she's always kind of like checking out the body, checking out the crime scene. So I thought, well, particularly the body, because that was a big thing. That's what kind of helped us a lot of times in the trial, was her checking the body. So I thought, oh, she's the ultimate forensic. I mean, in hindsight, forensic is detective work, so it's kind of on the money. But, you know, yeah, that was it. She's the ultimate forensic. I like Kyoko. I think sometimes because she's like away for a good portion of the game, I didn't really talk to her a lot because of that. But I will say two things. One, the trial, well, the first Mukuro trial did shock me. I will say I did pick the expose the lie option just because like I thought, why not? So I did get that ending. Oh, look, here's my theory. I think that whole thing in the vault ending, I don't think that was Hina's children. I think that's Yashihiro and Empreg. And I think Toko's brain couldn't handle it. That's why she died. She just like exploded on the spot because of Empreg. But no, I liked Kyoko. Honestly, I got a bit mad at Makoto because after he found out that Sakura was a spy, I wanted to tell Kyoko, but he didn't want to. And I thought, just tell Kyoko, because it kind of seemed fair, because at that point, Kyoko told us about that secret room in the bathroom, so I thought it was only fair we also tell her about our secret in return. But no, I liked her. I wish I just could have known her a bit more. But I think she came more human to me after she found about her dad. I think once we kind of brought the dad into the equation, I think that kind of showed her a more human side. I don't know if they'll tell us later on in the school mode, but I want to know how she got those bruises. No, it's more like a 3rd-degree burn on her arm. Oh, sorry, on her hand. Because when they said, I thought it was like a knife scar, not like a full like burnt hand. I wonder what happened. She said it was like a case she was working on, but she didn't really go that deep into it. So I'm gonna put Kyoko in S tier. I will admit, during the Mukuro trial, she may be a tad bit mad, which was accusing me of being the killer, but you know, she did see my life in return, so you know, it all kind of works out. It all kind of works out in the end. Now for Makoto. For Makoto, as he says so himself, he's an average student, average person. And that was kind of my opinion of him for the most part. I kind of feel neutral on the guy. I think it helped because he wasn't really like a harem protagonist. Like, he wasn't like, you know, I mean, I guess Sayaka kind of has feelings for him, and like, I'm sure Kyoko and Makoto are a popular ship, but there was like no outwardly romancing kind of thing. So, you know, he didn't feel like, he felt kind of normal, but you know, I mean, compared to everybody else in the school, in this killing game, like, you know, you're gonna be normal by default. You got a serial killer, a gambler, I don't know what's going on with Junko, we got Fufumi, like, you know, just gonna look normal by comparison no matter what. But I know, I liked Makoto. I will say, I think during the last trial, he really became more interesting to me, more standing out to me, I will say. The hope pill speech, you know, it kind of got me going, I won't lie. Like, I thought it was gonna be cheesy, but it was really good, actually. I liked it. So I think before the final trial, we'll give him a B, average, because, you know, average student. But I think him getting that Ultimate Hope title and seeing him so stay strong, it felt kind of low-key inspiring. I won't lie, it was really inspiring. So I think post that last trial, I'm gonna put him at A tier. It's just that before that last trial, I was kind of neutral on the guy. I didn't really had strong or negative feelings about him. I mean, I got kind of mad, like I said, when he wouldn't tell Kyoko about Sakura. I got a bit mad at that. But after trial, I know I was low-key on the butt. I was low-key on, I mean, yeah, I was kind of on the Makoto bus, not gonna lie. Now for Mon. Now I admit, this is pure pettiness, because I didn't like Mondo for one singular reason. He punched Makoto, and he never said sorry. And I held that grudge till he died. Also, he killed Chihiro, so I didn't like that either. So, that's the main reason I didn't like Mondo, because he punched Makoto. He never said sorry about it. Now, I will say, the Chihiro death was... I felt bad because, again, it wasn't out of malicious intent. He didn't plan to kill Chihiro. It was in the moment anger. Like, he says, like, he went kind of blank, or red, I guess you could say. So that made me sad. The backstory of his brother dying, I felt really sad about that. I will say two things. I kind of thought his execution would have been him reliving the night his brother died, and that was gonna be it. And two, okay, the Mondo butter, I won't lie, that's the most disrespectful way someone to die. That is so, like, did Junko hate Mondo? Because, like, everyone else, you know, the execution was horrible, don't get me wrong, but the butter at the end was crazy. I honestly thought that Monokuma was gonna put the butter in the dining hall table. Like, as he walked in the dining hall, you would see the Mondo butter on the table. And I thought, oh, Taka's gonna have a mental breakdown. But thankfully, even Monokuma wasn't that bad. But I low-key thought, oh yeah, we're gonna see Mondo butter on the table, and, you know, it's gonna be a whole show, but that never happened. So I'm gonna put Mondo at a B, actually. This is probably gonna be a shocker to people in chat who have seen my Twitch stream, because I was kind of dunking on the guy, but I think I found it more interesting because of his of him explaining how his brother died and how he felt jealous of Chihiro. Cause, like, you never would think about that, you know, seeing the two of them, you would think, oh, Chihiro is jealous of Mondo. But it was the other way around, because Chihiro wanted to grow and get better. Mondo didn't have the courage to do that. I think that's why he killed Chihiro. He saw that courage and he got scared. He got frightened by it. So, you know, it's kind of interesting how, like, the most, like, toughest looking character in the game was the most scared, in a way. Now, Monokuma. Monokuma was Junko controlling. I mean, not really. At the end of the game, it shows like Monokuma like starting to work again. So maybe it's like a separate being. Maybe like Junko made like an AI, kind of like how Chihiro did for Alter Ego. So I'm not sure where to put Monokuma now, but I'm sure like for the most part, it was Junko just like talking through Monokuma. Monokuma was great. He was funny. I won't lie. I loved his voice. His voice acting was great. It was 10 out of 10. Evil Panda. Calling Kyoko scars nasty is actually insane. I want to punt that panda. Sorry, bear. I don't know why. I keep calling Monokuma like panda sometimes. But I want to punt that bear across the field when he said that. So, you know, 10 out of 10. I mean, Junko's up there, so yeah, Monokuma has to be up there. Okay, so for Byakuya, I just didn't like him. I don't know why. I think because he's rich, and I feel intimidated talking to people who are above my tax bracket. I don't like it. But from day one, I didn't like him. He was snobby. He called me his errand boy. And I didn't, because I'm over here helping you guys I'm the MVP every single trial. And I'm being treated like the errand boy. Like, I'm either on your level or slightly above you, because I'm doing all the work here. Well, majority of the work, you know? He's like, oh, well, Makoto, finish the sentence for me. Do this thing, Makoto. Do the evidence for me. Like, what? Like, huh? I will be kind of fair. He was mean to Toko / Jill, but at the same time, Toko / Jill are much, you know, like, Toko saying, oh, I'm gonna have Master's baby. Like, yeah, that's not really helping your case, Toko. But he was snobby. I will say the Hina trial was so funny. Seeing him get flustered and outsmarted by Hina, of all people. Not to be mean towards Hina, but I think, you know, to be outsmarted by the most emotional character at that point, and the most, how do I say this like nicely about Hina? The most least logical character is very interesting. Like, he was about to pull it all, like, you know, he was all for Hina being the killer. So I think seeing him get outsmarted almost. Yeah, he got outsmarted. He got outsmarted by Hina was so funny to see, and he got smacked by her. Actually, that was kind of beforehand, but the way she got smacked was funny. I'm sorry. To be honest, I'm not shocked he survived. He was never really in danger, to be honest with you. Like, he was very smart, I'll give him that. I didn't hang out with him a lot because it was always him and Toko together. And when I see him and Toko, I just hang out with Toko instead. So I didn't hang out with him at all, I'm pretty sure. So that's kind of my bad. But I just want to hang out with Toko more. I can't help that. So I will say, I mean, if not for Makoto, because also Makoto's like the main character, he probably would have survived the entire game no matter what. He's very smart. And, you know, even if you get close to him, you know, Jill will probably put like a, you know, would take care of you, to be honest. Now, not in the Fumi spot, that's crazy. Now, should I put him in the Fumi spot? No, I don't like him that much. I'm gonna put him in C. I didn't like his character. Not dislike, I found him annoying. I didn't appreciate being called an errand boy, you know? So I think I'll put him at C. I admit that's a pure pettiness, because he's not as bad as the rest of these characters who are on C. Especially because he's like late game, he's really through the entire game. So technically he should be higher, but I just can't. I know, I just don't like him. Now, this is the final tier list. Do I want to change anything, actually? Do I want to? Do I hate Mondo that much? I do. I'm sorry, I need you and Chihiro having at least a 2 gap between each other. I'm sorry, I just have to. But you know what? I think I like that act. You know, that's not too bad. Now, this is the final, this is the current tier list. Like I said, I might change it. Actually, I probably will change it when I finish school mode. And also do a tier list when I finish Danganronpa 2. Which I said I should probably be doing like right now by the time this video goes out. But I know Danganronpa 2 is like longer, so that video might take way longer to be done. But yeah, I think, you know, that's it. That's it for today, I think, you know. Thank you all for watching. I apologize to the 4 Hifumi lovers out there. If you like Hifumi, I want to examine your mind. I want to peek at your mind, not gonna lie. I want to know what's going through your brain. Out of all these characters, you choose Hifumi of all people. But I'll see you all next video. Bye, you guys.